What is up, guys? This is my first game playing as Shuri Black Panther, and we'll be taking on Klaw on expert mode for a thematic matchup. And we will be playing the unchanged Justice Precon deck here for Shuri. So let's go ahead and shuffle up our player deck. And as we do that, let's also get Klaw set up here. So the main scheme, stage 1A for setup, says to search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme and then reveal it. So we have the side scheme right here. One of you place one initial threat on here, and there's 2 initial threat there, so it's going to be a total of 3 threat. And it also has a crisis, so we cannot remove threat from the main scheme while this side scheme is in play. And then Klaw also has a one viewed effect. Search the encounter deck discard pile for the Immortal Klaw side scheme and reveal it. So we have this right here with 3 per player threat. And acceleration, it says Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. So when the scheme is defeated, he will lose those 10 hit points. Okay, I think we're all shuffled up here for our player deck. And then let's go ahead and add Klaw's hit points for him. So it goes from 18 up to 28 here. And then let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Says when reviewed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and put that minion into play engaged with the first player. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck here, and we're just going to mill until we get a minion. Alright, so mill from the top of the deck until we get a minion. We got right away the Weapons Runner with 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 2 hit points. He has Surge, but when he's put into play with that effect, he will not Surge. Surge only triggers whenever the card is reviewed. Okay, so that's actually the best start we can get. And then Shuri will come in here ready up. Let's drop to our Hands Hero 6, and let's do our initial mulligans. Okay, so we're looking for Black Panther upgrades. We actually have 2 of them in hand. We could just play them evenly here. And then, let's see, if I use my action after Inventor to search your deck for a Black Panther tech upgrade and play, reducing its cost by 2, then we won't have our basic exhaust to trigger them. But since we drew into 2, I kind of feel like we could just play them here and not mulligan. Yeah, let's just do that actually, because we have the Kimoyo beads as our third removal card. Okay, let's do 2 resources here so I can play our Kimoyo beads. We're not going to do any mulligans. This would be 2 more resources here so we can play our Spider Bites. So we have 2 of our Black Panther 2-cost upgrades into play here. So the way that Shuri works and all the Black Panthers work this way is that with their specials, we cannot trigger the effects of their specials unless another card says to trigger the specials on Black Panther upgrades. So let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. And then we are going to exhaust and Thor for 2 from the Immortal Klaw side scheme right here. So as a response, after Black Panther uses a basic power like thwarting, we can resolve a special ability on 1 Black Panther upgrade control. So we're going to pick the Kimoyo beads here and now use a special, remove 1 threat from a scheme. You may discard this card to confuse enemy. So let's remove 1 threat from this side scheme here and just completely defeat it. And then we're not going to do the May effect to discard to confuse, so we just get rid of the Immortal Klaw. Alright, and I got rid of the Immortal Klaw because of the acceleration on there. So we'll have to remove more threat at the end of the day from the main scheme if it accelerates, and we don't need to remove threat from the main scheme right now. So it's okay keeping the crisis in play. I think that's better here. So let's go ahead and end our turn. We're going to ready back up, draw back up to 5, and see what we get. Okay, Queen Ramonda here is our big Hue card, like Aunt May. We can exhaust this card to heal damage from an alter ego with the Wakanda trait equal to our recovery stat, which is 4 for sure. So that's pretty good. Not sure what these other Justice cards do, but I'll probably play the 2-cost one like this. Okay, so let's do Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. And then he is going to attack us. He has a Force Interrupt. Whenever he attacks, give him 1 additional boost card. So he's going to get 2 boost cards here. Oh man, do I think I just take it to the face. I have the Queen Ramonda here. So we're going to take the attack to the face. 1 boost, 2 boosts. It's going to be, oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage from Klaw. That will bring us from 11 all the way down to 6 here. And then the Weapons Runner will hit us for 1. That brings us 6 down to 5. Alright, then we get 1 phase down counter card, which is, oh, an Assault. The villain attacks you. He's going to hit us here. Oh, man. If he gets 2 boosters again, then we die. If I defend, we can't really do, oh, I forgot. When we defeat the side scheme, Klaw's hit points go from 28 down to 18 again. He'll lose those 10 hit points. I think I have to defend so I don't die. But actually, I'm going to take the risk. We're going to take the hit to the face here. Okay, 0 boost. And, okay, no boost effect. If it deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Dang it, so we get exhausted anyways. So he's only going to do 1 damage, brings us from 5 down to 4, and then we get exhausted. I want to take the risk to potentially thwart this out, but yeah, it didn't work anyway. So he only did 1 damage because no boost icons, but the boost effect would exhaust us after we take damage. Oh man, okay, so I should have just defended. All right, back over to our turn here. I think I have to flip down here, right? This hand is not going to work unless we flip. Let's use a resource here. We're going to play Queen Ramonda, our 1-cost alter ego support. And we'll use 2 resources here. Let's play Sting Operation, the 2-cost upgrade, max 1 per player. After a non-elite minion schemes, we discard this card and discard that minion. I don't know if I want to use it on him though. Let's go ahead and flip down to alter ego, and then we will exhaust Queen Ramonda to heal 4 with our recovery stat. So we go from 4 up to 8 here. So we got some life back. They're looking pretty rough though. Let's ready back up. We'll probably lose the main scheme. Okay, let's drop back up to 6, our hand size here. So we got some doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think this is our big draw card. I'm not sure what build support can get out. We got Klaw's Strike here. So it's not a terrible hand. We could maybe do this. Okay, it is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 2. He's going to scheme now because we're in Artigo with a base of 2. He only gets 1 boost card for scheming, which is a 1 booster. So he's scheming for a total of 3. So the main goes up to 5. And then Weapons Runner will scheme. Response after non-elite minion schemes with his cards. So he's going to scheme here. So he's scheming for 3 with the boost. He schemes for 1, so 4 more threat. This goes up to 6, and it's going to advance. All right, so that's not great for us. Want to view this card cards in the counter deck until you get a minion. Put it into play, engage with the first player. Okay, so we're going to mill until we get a minion. We got him right away. Whirlwind. And then we advance to stage 2B here. Okay, so 0 initial threat. But if this hits 8, then we lose the game. All right, Whirlwind's going to scheme for 1 now. Okay, so here's the thing. I could just discard him with a Sting Operation, but I have damage in my hand to get rid of him. Right? Like, let me think. I would play Ayo here. And then we could Shodu 2. We can swing for 1. And then I want to play a Claw Strike anyways to trigger our Black Panther specials. I think we just get rid of him here. I think it's always safe to do that. Yeah, so let's actually use our Sting Operation. After a non-elite minion like Whirlwind schemes, we discard this card and discard the minion. So let's just get rid of him. I think that's the safer play. All right, then we get dealt 1 face on counter card, which is a side scheme. One of you place additional 1 per player threat here. So it's going to be the 1 plus the 3. So 4 total threat with a hazard icon. So we'll get double in counter cards if that stays in play. All right, so that will have to be my focus here. All right, so 4 threat, and it's back over to our turn. Okay, let's just go ahead and Queen Ramonda to heal 4. We go from 8 back up to our full life of 11 here as Shuri. Okay, and then let's see here. I could use my ability to grab a card. Once again, I think I just play this stuff out. So for Ayo, these allies, after Ayo uses a basic power, resolve special ability on another Dora Milaje ally, so she can't use her own special here. She can only do a different one. I could, if I play this, I think I hold on to Elephant's Trunk maybe. Let's use, let me see, if I use this and play this, would I hit Klaw or would I just hit the Weapons Runner? We can throw for 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the illegals Arm Factory out first and then do that. If he gets an advance, it's going to be close to losing. I think it's fine. We use 3 resources right here so we can play Ayo. And then we're going to flip up here to Hero Form. So we don't really need the damage from the Claw Strike, but we really just need to use the ability. So when we play this card, we also can resolve a special ability of a Black Panther upgrade control, which will proc the Kimoyo beads, right? Do I hit Claw here? Let me think. If I throw for 2, trigger Kimoyo beads, Claw Strike will trigger the Kimoyo beads again. And then I think we just do that. Let's take the riskier play here. We're going to use a double resource to play Claw Strike. Weapons Runner does not have guard, so we just ignore him. Here, I should attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Claw for 4. Brings us from 18 down to 14. And then resolve special ability of a Black Panther upgrade control. We're going to pick the Kimoyo beads, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Let's take 1 off of here. Dropping it down to 3. All right, that resolves that. Then Shuri's going to Thor for 2, drops it down to 1. And then we're going to use our response after using basic power like thwarting, resolve the special of a Black Panther upgrade. Kimoyo beats again, removing 1 threat again. That will defeat the Legal Arms Factory. Awesome. Then Ayo is just going to swing for 2. Let's take out the Weapons Runner. and the AO will take a consequential damage. All right, and then just 1 damage. That's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. Let's hold on to the elephant's trunk here. I'm not sure if that's the play, but we'll draw it to 5. Okay, we got our Wakanda Forever. We got our team card with T'Challa, but we don't have T'Challa. All right, Klaw's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main, goes up to 2. He's gonna attack us with double boost again. I think I'm just gonna take the attack to face again. We'll see what happens. So 1 boost, 2 boosts. Okay, so just 3 plus 1, so 4 total damage on us. That will bring us from 11 down to 7. Because of our pseudo Aunt May here, Queen Ramonda, I feel like I'm fine taking tons of damage, right? I can just bounce back. We get to face on counter card now, which is Silence on Body, attach a Claw. He gains retaliate 1, and as a hero action, we can spend 1 of each resource type to discard it. Do I do that? What do we have here? I could just spend 1 of each thing to discard it, and then hold it to Elephant's Trunk again. We don't really do anything else. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2 from here, and it will trigger our response to Kimoyo Beats to remove 1 threat from the scheme after basic activation. Take 1 more threat off of there, clear all the defense network now. So now we got the schemes under control, which is pretty good. And then, yeah, let's just get rid of that. We're going to use a hero action here, spend 1 resource of each type. So physical, mental, and declare the water to be energy. So 1 of each type, so we can discard the sound body. So Klaw no longer has retaliate 1. And then I think I take another attack to the face here. Let's have AO. Should we thwart though, actually? If I play the Wakanda Forever, I can remove another threat. I really kind of want to get this down, actually. Let's do... we can exhaust Queen Ramonda for that. That could be pretty cool for a bunch of draw power. Let's have AO. We're going to swing for 2 on Klaw. That will bring it from 14 down to 12, and the AO will take another consequential damage. All right, that's going to turn. Let's right back up. We may take the attack, and we may block with AO depending on what we draw. Let's hold on to this stuff and draw back up to 5. Okay. So we got another Dora Milaje ally. Not sure what to do with his hand. Okay, Clawster, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. I feel like we take it to the face. And be really, really greedy here. I like the greedier plays. Yeah, because then... Yeah, okay, we're going to take the attack to the face. So 2 boost cards for him. 1, 2. Give the villain a tough stats card as a boost effect. And then there's only 1 boost icon, plus it's 1 damage, so we're going to take 2 here. I don't know why I'm taking these hits from Klaw. So we drop from 7 down to 5. Alright, then we get dealt 1 face on counter card, which is an armored guard with toughness and 0 scheme. Okay, perfect, so we can flip down here. So we can't attack Klaw with the guard minion, but he has 0 scheme, so we flip down, he just scheme for 0. Okay, so let's play this card, the Dora Milaje. So ignore this card's resource cost if your identity has a Wakanda trait, which we do have. So we play this for free, and as an action, we exhaust the card to resolve the special ability on a Dora Milaje ally and heal 1 damage from the ally. So that could be really good. Let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to exhaust it, heal damage from AO, and then resolve special, which is a D1 damage enemy. Let's knock out the tough from the armored guard. Okay. Then, if I play this, I could draw some cards potentially. Let's we're gonna thwart for 2 from the main, and then we're gonna trigger the Kimoyo Beats after using basic activation, remove 1 threat from the scheme, and just clear off the main entirely. And with the Kimoyo Beats, it says you may discard this card to confuse enemies. So let's discard it here, and we're gonna confuse Klaw. That way he won't scheme, and if he gets an advance, we won't lose to that because there's 8 threat on that threshold, but we lose the Kimoyo Beats for using its other effect. Okay. Then I'm gonna play. We're gonna flip down to Alter Ego here. And then let's use 2 resources here. So I can play the Elephant's Trunk. It's a 2-cost support. As Alter Action, we exhaust this card, and up to 2 other Wakandan allies and or supports you control. Draw 1 card for each card exhausted, including this one. Okay. So we could exhaust a Wakandan ally right here, and a Wakandan support. But do I just want to heal with Queen Ramonda? I think we just exhaust 1 and heal with Queen Ramonda, so I can play the Asia Adana. So we'll exhaust this as Alter Action. Oh no, we can just do this one. No, yeah, let's exhaust the Elephant's Trunk. We'll also exhaust AO. That's fine. So we're exhausting this card, and then we can draw 2 cards because including this one. So let's draw 2. Okay. Then let's use this as a resource to play Asia Dawn. It's a 1-cost upgrade. As an action, when it exhausts its card, shuffle one identity-specific card from your discard pile back into your deck. So it's coming right up. Let's go ahead and use that action here, and we'll shuffle our Kimoyo Beads, which is like our #1 card here against Klaw, the Thwarting. We shuffle this back into our deck. Okay, and let's use Queen Ramonda to heal too. Before I forget, so we shuffle up our deck. All right, and then we're gonna exhaust Queen Ramonda to heal 4 with our recovery stat. So we go from 5 up to 9, and then that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're gonna draw back up to 6, holding on to this. He'll be adding only 1 threat. No, let's discard on the prowl, and then we'll draw back up to 6 here. I don't think I need the Thor event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we got the Kimoyo Beads. So I should probably just play back down with the double. Okay, it is Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to skim us because we're an Alter Ego, but he's confused. The activation does not go through. All right, then the Armor Guard will scheme for 0, so no extra threat gets added. Then we get 1 face-on counter card, which is Melter. He's a minion. So the engaged player must defend against Melter's attacks with an ally they control if able to. Okay, so let me see. I have been looking at this. Let me see here. If we do 1 damage to an enemy, how much thorn can we do? If I play the Kimoyo Beads, and then I play the suit. Oh, wait, we gotta draw some cards here, right? Let me think. Do I need the... Because I play Manifold. So this card right here is pretty cool. Show of Empathy. So I also sleeved up this card here. And this is a linked card here. So it's a force threat when a threat is removed from this game. Place that threat on a non-elite minion. If that minion has threat on it equal or greater to its remaining hit points, we add this card to victor's play and attach this card to that minion, and it becomes a redeemed ally here. So we have Thor and Loki here. So it's pretty cool and fun and thematic. So if I get Melter as a minion on my side, that might be pretty cool. Let's definitely Elephant's Trunk. So at least draw this 1. Don't want to use AO to draw me another one. If I draw 1 more card, let's say I play the Kimoyo Beads, I use it as 3 to play Manifold, and now I play this. Wait, no, Manifold can get us a card to our hand. After Manifold enters play, choose a player, we search your deck and discard pile for a side scheme and add to your hand. Okay, wait, never mind. We don't even need to draw yet. I don't think we need AO for this turn. So let's just go and do this. We're going to exhaust... Actually, I don't need Dora Milaje. Okay, we're going to exhaust Elephant's Trunk, and then choose up to 2 other Wakanda allies or Wakanda supports. So Dora Milaje is a Wakanda support, and it's Wakandan, and an AO here. So we exhausted 3 cards. We're going to draw 3, include the Elephant's Trunk, right? So we're drawing 3 cards here. Just get our economy crazy. Okay, ooh, we got Okoye. I really want to play Okoye. Can I... Oh, wait, if I go for Okoye over Manifold, that might be okay, right? I mean, Okoye is cooler. So let me see. If I play 4 for Okoye, then I can use a double for the Kimoyo Beads, play the Show of Empathy here, and we just hold on to this, because I like the Sound Rifle here as well, and a Vibranium Suit. And then we throw for 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll work, Okay, let's do that. So we're going to use 4 resources right here, so I can play Okoye. So now we got another Dora Milaje ally here. Okay, then we are going to use a double resource here. I probably drew too many cards, like not necessary, because I could have just kept this up to play the Kimoyo Beads back down. And then we're going to flip up here to Hero Form. Then we're going to play a 0-cost side scheme here with 6 threat. So just put that right there. All right, so it's going to have 6 threat. And then force interrupt when threat is removed from the scheme. Place that threat on a non-elite minion. Okay, so Okoye is going to Thor for 2 from here. And we put it on a non-elite minion. Let's give it to Melter. And then after Okoye uses a basic power, we can resolve a special ability on another Dora Milaje ally. So not herself. So we can trade a special on AO, which is to do 1 damage to enemy. Let's do the 1 damage on Klaw. It will bypass the guard because it's not attack, so that will just knock off his tough. Alright. Then Okoye will take consequential damage after her Thor activation. Okay. Then Black Panther Shuri is going to Thor for 2 from here. We'll put it on Melter. And then after we do that, we can resolve special with Black Panther upgrade control. Let's do the Kimoyo Beads, remove 1 threat from the scheme. So this goes down 1, and we put that 1 threat on here. So now we have 5 threat on Melter. Okay, so Show of Empathy says place on non-elite minion, he's non-elite, and then if that minion has threat on it equal to or greater than its remaining hit points, which is 5, and it has 5 threat on it, then add Show Empathy to the victory display. So this gets removed from the game, the threat is gone, and attach one sets like copy of Redemption to that minion. So let's get our Redemption card here, and we attach it to Melter. So whenever we attach to him, it says take control attached minion and treat it as a redeemed ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes 1 consequent damage after it thwarts or attacks. So really cool. Now we got our full lineup with 3 allies here. Let's move everything a little bit over. And then, so Melcher is now having 3 attack here. So we're gonna exhaust him, swing for 3, take out the armor guard in 1 go because we got rid of the tough in an earlier turn. And then Melcher will take 1 consequential damage after activating. 1 consequential damage, yeah. All right, and then I forgot to heal with Cream Ramonda. That's fine. Let's use the Asia Donna here. So exhaust it, shuffle a Black Panther and a deck specific card. Your discard pile back into your deck. Should just get a Vibranium. How many more doubles we got? 1, 2, 3. We have 1 more double, but because of our hand looking expensive, let's get a Vibranium here. Shuffle that into our deck. So we can hopefully play out the Sonic Rifle and the Vibranium suit. And we could still lose if Klaw gets an under fire into double advances, right? So I think I do want to get a confuse on him just in case. All right, and that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Melcher's going to put in work for us. Let's draw back up to 5. Hold on to these 2 cards. Okay, there's a Vibranium that we shuffled in. Oh, man. 3 Sonic Rifles there. So we can... And we can't play the Vibranium suit, unfortunately. Unless I flip down. All right, Klaw, so he's going to add 1 to the main. So it's 2 out of 8. He's going to attack us here. Oh, I don't want to block with an ally because I like all my allies here a lot. Do I defend with SHURI? We have 9 life. We're going to take it to the face, guys. So he gets 2 boost cards with this effect. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 plus the 1, so 4 damage. Brings us from 9 down to 5. All right. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card, which is, oh no, under 5. Reveal the top card in the encounter deck. If it's an advance, guys, I called it. Oh, it's not. Okay, Sonic Boom. Either spend 1 of each resource or exhaust each character you control. If I spend 1 of each resource, I can't afford the Sonic Rifle anymore. If I exhaust each character I control, I'm not really doing anything. I think we gotta spend the resources. Yeah, so we're gonna spend 1 of each resource type. Declare the Vibranium to be a physical and a energy, and this would be a mental. So that's all 3 resources to fulfill the requirement for the Sonic Boom here, right? Yeah, because I don't want to exhaust each character I control. All right, so that would be the 1 of the Under Fire. Now the Under Fire will surge, so we get another encounter card. Please don't be another Sonic Boom. All right, Masters of Mayhem. Each Masters of Evil minion attacks the hero it's engaged with. If no attacks were made this way, we have no Masters of Evil minion. We search the encounter deck and discard pile, so we can search it for any Masters of Evil minion and put it in play engaged with you. Wait. Each Masters of Evil minion. So Melter, is he still a minion? Take control and treat as a redeemed ally with a blank text box. Yeah, okay, so it no longer is a minion, it's an ally now. So he won't activate and betray us again. So we have to search here. Let's look through here for a Masters of Evil minion. Why don't we get Whirlwind here? So come into play. And he'll just be engaged with us. All right, that's fine. Okay, back over to our turn here. Damn, I really want to flip down these Sonic Rifles. We still have a strength in our deck. Let's go ahead and Asia Donna again. Let's get the Vibranium back into our deck. We'll shuffle this back in. Because now we have a strength and that, so we may be able to play a Sonic Rifle and a Vibranium suit here. Well, if we can just flip down with a Sonic Rifle, we should be good. But just right now, we don't have the economy to do that. I can't flip down and then use the Elephant's Trunk to get the resources to then play Sonic Rifle, because Sonic Rifle is a hero action. So although I can play an Alter Ego, I can't use the effect to get the confuse if I'm in Alter Ego. So, okay, let's do it that way. And then what do we do? We're just not going to play our hand. Melcher just swinging for 3. So that's crazy. And then we can do our Dora Milaje stuff here, right? Not sure how this works. So let's do Okoye is going to swing for 2 on Whirlwind. So she'll put 2 damage on Whirlwind. Okay. Then, after she uses the basic power, resolve special ability on another Dora Milaje ally. So we'll do the ability on Ayo here. So deal 1 damage to enemy, so 1 more damage here on Whirlwind. Okay. Then Okoye will take consequential damage. Now, what do we do here? We're going to use a Dora Milaje support here, exhaust it, resolve special ability on a Dora Milaje ally, and heal damage from the ally. So let's heal damage from Okoye. Her special here is to choose a Wakanda hero ally. They get +1 Thor, +1 attack until end of phase. We'll give Ayo +1 attack. So Ayo has 3 attack now. Ayo is going to swing for 3. That will defeat Whirlwind. Then Ayo will trigger their response, which is to resolve special ability on another Dora Milaje ally. We'll trigger Okoye's effect. Choose a Wakanda hero or ally. We'll choose Shuri now. We get +1 a Thor and +1 attack until the end of phase. And then Ayo will take a consequential damage. Okay? Then Mildred's going to exhaust, swing for 3 on Klaw, and betray Klaw. That'll bring from 12 down to 9. Mildred will take a consequential damage. So we have 2 attack. We have 3 thwarts. I might as well just thwart though, right? I don't want the threat to get so high. So let's go ahead and, yeah, because if he gets 1 advance and is at 3, he'll scheme for 2. If he gets a boost of 3, then we lose, right? So let's just thwart for 3, clear off the main, trigger our special. We'll pick the Spider Bites, choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain, and each engage with that player. So we'll just do 1 damage to Claw, bring him from 9 down to 8. And then we're down to 5 life here. I think I just defend this turn to keep the allies up. That end of turn, let's right back up. Yeah, Mildred's got a lot of activations left for us. All right, we're going to draw back up to 5. Let's discard 1 of the Sonic Rifles and just draw 3 more here, hopefully getting a double. We got the Vibranium back, still not the Strength yet. So we play Sonic Rifle, and then we can draw in the cards to hopefully play these guys. Okay, Claw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Wait, that's not the right threat. 1 to the main here. He's going to attack us. Yeah, let's defend this. We're going to exhaust to defend for 2. He gets 2 boost cards. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's going to hit 5 damage for us. We're defending for 2, so we only take 3. That brings from 5 down to 2. Okay, we're really playing on the edge here. But we do have pseudo Aunt May, so that's going to be pretty good. And after we use a basic power, including our defense, we can trigger special here. So let's use our Kimoyo Beats and just remove 1 from the scheme. Alright, then we get dealt a face down encounter card, which is Radioactive Man, a minion. After he attacks you, discard 1 card from hand, but not when he schemes, only whenever he attacks. Okay, so I think we're fine here. We can get the flip down now. So let's do... Actually, I can guarantee the double with Age of Donna, right? That'd be pretty cool. Let's use 3 resources right here so I can play the Sonic Rifle. The 3-cost upgrade. It's restricted, comes with 2 charge counters. As a hero, actually exhaust it and remove a charge counter to confuse enemy. Yeah, so let's do that. So it comes in with 2 counters. Exhaust it, remove a counter. Let's confuse Claw here. So he is confused. We're to activate only when he attacks, so we could just have him scheme for 1. That could be fine. So don't have to kill him this turn. We are exhausted. But we have the damage, right? We have our amazing Dora Milaje setup here, right? Because if we do Okoye, what do we want to do? We can heal. If Okoye swings for 2, should take a consequential damage. I think I'm gonna let him scheme actually. Okay, let's flip down to Ultra Eagle. Let's use the Asia Donna. Exhaust card, shuffle in a specific card. Let's get the Vibranium back into our deck. So I believe now there's a Vibranium and a Strength here. So we should for sure draw 1 of them, I believe. Right? Because, yeah. Okay, I kind of actually want to get the healing though. We could just draw all 3. Then we can play both of these here and then we deck out. Oh snap, we're going to deck out though no matter what. That's kind of scary. Because then if he gets the double advances, then we lose, right? Have we seen advances? I'm too lazy to look. Okay. All right, you know what? Let's just exhaust Queen Ramonda before forget Queen Ramonda. We're going to heal 4 from Shuri. Go from 2 up to 6. And then we just go for the greed play. Exhaust the Elephant's Trunk. And we'll exhaust 2 other Wakanda allies here. We're going to draw 3 cards. So we're going to deck out, drawing 3 cards. Oh, T'Challa's in the deck. Dang it. I want to play him. We deck out so we get the face on counter card, and let's shuffle the discard pile here back into the deck. Oh, I forgot T'Challa, right? He's really, really cool. But we're maxed out on our ally limit, so maybe we just don't play him here. And then the Dora Milaje stay in play with our support here, anyways. I really hope we don't get the double advance here, guys. Have we seen the advances? I don't remember. I could just check the encounter discard pile, but I feel like it's all right. Okay, let's just go ahead and use a double here. We're going to play the Panther Claws. It's a special. We can do 2 damage to enemy. And we'll use a double here to play the Vibranium Suit, where we can move 1 damage from hero to enemy. So we have all of our Black Panther upgrades in play now, so we're ready and good to go. And then Melcher's going to swing for 3 on Radioactive Man, just because he can. He'll take a consequential damage. So I got to get a token. And then 3 damage on Melcher. Okay. And then, let's exhaust the Dormelage to heal AO by 1. And then resolve their special is D1 damage to enemy, so Radioactive Man has 4 damage now. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up and hope we don't lose here to a double advance. Alright, let's hold on to T'Challa, draw back up to 6. We got Heart of the Panther, our team up card. I could play it if I Elephant's Trunk. What does it do? Resolve, search your deck and discard out for Black Panther upgrade. Put into play. We got all of them into play. Resolve special on up to 4 you control in any order. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's do his turn because we might just lose here. Alright, Claw's going to add 1 to the main. He is going to scheme because we're in Arc Ego, but he's confused, so activation does not go through. And then Radioactive Man will scheme for 1. His force response doesn't do anything. It's only whenever he attacks. So the thread's at 2 there. Okay, Claw's going to deal his 1 face on encounter card now, so we have 2 encounter cards. Here's the first one. Oh, okay, that's fine. Sonic Converter, after Claw attacks and damages the character, stun that character. So he also gets +1 attack. Let's here actually spend 1 of each resource type to discard it. Last encounter card is Claw's Vengeance. Discard 1 card at random from your hand when reviewing Alter Ego. So we just use a random card here. So I really want to play T'Challa in a team up card because I feel like that would be really, really fun. But I feel like we're going to lose one of them here. So we'll see what happens. Alright, top card is... Okay, that's fine. We lost like another side scheme. Okay, let's see here. Let's Queen Ramonda first, so we can heal 4, brings us from 6 up to 10. And then the thing is, if we play, we just lose Melcher here because he's almost done. Melcher's gonna swing for 3 on Radioactive Man. That would defeat Radioactive Man with his 3 remaining life, so he's gone. All right, and Melcher takes a constant damage, so he only has 1 life left. So I think I played T'Challa here to get our full Wakandan lineup. Well, actually, we want to play the Claw Strike. Can I Elephant's Trunk? Yeah, let's Elephant's Trunk here. Let's see, if I draw 1, 2, 3, I could play the T'Challa and then play Heart of the Panther. I like to play the Claw Strike as well, but let's just do it. So Elephant's Trunk, exhaust card, and we're going to exhaust 2 Wakandan allies here. And then we can... Actually, let's exhaust Okoye, and we'll keep AO up, and we'll exhaust Adore Melage. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we're going to draw 3 cards in Alter Ego here. Come on, double. Oh, no double. Okay. Okay, so the max is 3 there. So we got all of that. And then we are going to flip up here, to hero form. And we are going to put on some damage on Klaw. Let's use AO. Let me see. I gotta plan this correctly though. Our Panther Claws will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. Dang, I don't think I can get it out perfectly. Let me see. 4 for T'Challa, 2 for Heart of the Panther. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and wait. What is this thread here? Oh, I think that's from the main scheme. Whoops. Okay, so let's go ahead and use AO to swing for 2 on Klaw. That'll bring from 8 down to 6. And then whenever AO uses base power, resolve special ability on another Dormelage ally. So Okoye can choose a Wakandan hero or ally. Oh, I have a better idea. Wait, let's not do that yet. We'll play T'Challa first and give him the boost. So we'll use 4 resources here, and we'll play T'Challa for 4 costs. He will max out our ally limit because we only have 3 allies, so we must immediately discard one. Let's discard Melcher. So he gets this card here, and then I think he just goes right in the card discard pile, and I believe this card will go into our discard pile. We can never play it, right, because there's no cost, but with the resource here, we can use it as a resource, so I'm guessing it goes in our discard. All right, T'Challa is going to come into play, and then, okay, so now we got him in. Okay, so now AO is gonna do her thing and swing for 2 on Klaw. So now let's do the damage here. 8 down to 6. And then after they use their basic power, resolve special on another Dwarven Logic ally. So Okoye is going to choose a Wakanda hero or ally. We're going to choose T'Challa as a Wakandan ally. They get +1 Thor and +1 attack to end of phase. So T'Challa is 3/3 now. Okay, now Shuri is going to swing for 1 on Klaw. That'll bring from 6 down to 5. And then when we use a basic power, we can resolve special of a Black Panther upgrade. We're going to pick our Panther Claws. So special, do 2 damage to enemy. So we're going to do Claw brings from 5 down to 3. And then you may discard this card. Let's discard it to do 3 additional damage and attack will gain piercing. So 3 more brings Claw from 3 down to 0. Okay, so that will flip Claw over to his third and final stage here, where he's going to have 22 life, and he has toughness. Oh man, he has toughness. I did not plan out that outright probably then, right? Okay, so he has toughness, and then whenever Claw attacks, give him 1 additional activation, so same exact thing. Wait, will this work? We use 2 resources here, so we can play the Heart of the Panther, 2-cost event. Team a card with Black Panther, T'Challa, and Shuri, which they're both in play here. So as a hero action, search your deck and discard pile for a Black Panther upgrade. Let's get the Panther Claws that we just used right here from a discard pile, and then we can put into play, so it comes back into play. And then resolve special ability on up to 4 Black Panther upgrades you control in any order. So we're gonna do the Panther Claws first. Deal 2 damage to enemy. You may discard this card and deal 3 additional damage, and this attack will gain piercing. So we're gonna do 5 damage to Claw and pierce off his tough there. So piercing on the tough, 5 damage, brings from 22 down to 17. Okay, that was really good. And then we can do up to 4, so we can do all of them here. So Vibarium still will move 1 damage from us. We go from 10 up to 11, and then we put it on Claw, brings it from 17 down to 16. Kimoyo Beads will move 1 from the main, and then our Spider Bites will do 1 damage. That'll bring it from 16 down to 15. All right, that resolves the Heart of the Panther. Okay, awesome team up there. Then T'Challa can swing for 3 on Claw. That'll bring from 15 down to 12. And then after T'Challa uses the basic power, like his attack, we can resolve special of a Black Panther upgrade you control. Let's do the Spider Bites, which just does 1 damage to Claw. That'll bring it from 12 down to 11. All right, then we're going to Asia Donna here. Shuffle a Black Panther card. Oh, we can't get this, right? It has to be a specific card. Yeah, so we'll get the Panther Claws, and we'll shuffle this. Actually, do I just want the attack event here? No, because T'Challa gives us way more. Yeah, so we're going to shuffle this back into our deck, and hopefully we can draw it back up soon. All right, and then I think that was a pretty good turn. Before we end the turn, let's go ahead and Sonic Rifle Claw here. Just because... Oh, wait, sorry, guys. We're actually going to use the Spider Bites here. So whenever we have the Spider Bites, do 1 damage. I think this one stuns, right? Yeah, okay. So T'Challa's last attack triggers a Spider Bites with its effect. So especially choose a player, do 1 damage to the villain, each being engaged the player. So we did a 1 damage. And then you may discard this card to stun each of those enemies. So we're going to discard it and stun Klaw here. So he doesn't stun us with a Sonic Converter, right? Because after he attacks and damage, he can stun a character. And I don't want to lose any allies here because I want to have the damage for the kill. Okay, that's going to end turn. Let's exhaust Sonic Rifle, remove a counter as well. And then we're going to confuse Klaw. Since this has the useless keywords and there's no more counters, it gets discarded. So Klaw is stunned and confused here. So now I'm hoping he gets an advance as that boost card. He has 11 life. I got 11. Klaw's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. And then he's going to attack us, but he's stunned. Activation does not go through. We don't do anything else. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card here, which is Masters of Mayhem. Each Masters of Evil minion attacks the hero is engaged with, and no attacks were made. Search the encounter and discard pile for a Masters of Evil minion. Oh man, what the? Am I having deja vu? Oh snap! Okay, what the heck? There's 2 of them. I never knew that. So we just get a Masters of Evil minion put in play, engage with you. We just get Melter here. He's betrayed us now, even though he helped us so much doing with his 3 attack. He activated 4 times, so he did 12 damage for us. But now he's a minion engaged with us. All right, and then it is back over to our turn. I forgot to read everything actually, and I also forgot to draw back up to my hand size of 5 in hero form. So let's do that. And I forgot to give T'Challa a consequential damage. All right, let's draw back up to 5 here. Okay, well we got the Claw Strike, so I think that's game. How much damage do we have? Can we kill both of them? Let's do... We're going to use 2 resources here. Let's go ahead and play our Clawed Strike here. 2-cost event here, action attack, do 4 damage to enemy, and resolve special of a Black Panther upgrade you control. So we'll do 4 damage on Klaw because Melcher does not have guard. So we hit Klaw directly, brings it from 11 down to 7. And we'll trigger a Black Panther upgrade we control. Let's do the Vibranium Suit, move a damage from, oh, we're at full life. So Kimoyo Beats will remove 1 from a scheme. Okay, that'll just drop down to 1. Alright, then we don't have any damaging ones here, but I think we're good with Okoye and Ayo. So Ayo is going to swing for 2 on Klaw. That'll bring him from 7 down to 5. And Ayo can resolve special ability on another Dora Milaje ally. So Okoye's ability, choose a Wakanda hero ally. They get +1 Thor and +1 attack until the end of the phase. Let's give Shuri the +1 attack here until the end of the phase. Okay. And then we're going to exhaust Dora Milaje. Ayo will take console damage. We'll exhaust Dora Milaje. Choose a resolve special on a 1 Dora Milaje ally, heal damage from ally. So we'll heal from Okoye. Her special will choose a Wakanda hero ally. Let's choose Shuri again. We're going to have +1 Thor and +1 attack. So we're at 3 attack and 4 Thor now. And then Okoye is going to swing for 2 on Klaw. That'll bring it from 5 down to 3. And then after she activates, trigger special on a different Wakanda ally. So special here is to do 1 damage to enemy. We'll do the 1 damage on Klaw. That'll bring it from 3 down to 2. And then Okoye will take a consequential damage. And then, oh yeah, I can't kill Melcher too. But yeah, we'll do, T'Challa will swing for 2 on Melcher. And then he will trigger special for Black Panther upgrade. We'll do the Kimoyo Beats, remove 1/3 from the scheme, clear off the main. And T'Challa will take a consequential damage. And then Black Panther Shuri is going to swing here for 3 with our buff from Okoye. And that will bring Klaw from 2 down to 0. All right. That was a pretty fun game there. We could have flipped down and play Anika as well with the Elephant's Trunk, but I don't think we needed to do that. But that would have been fun. If we could have one more ally, that would be really cool. I liked how we could just take the damage and heal back up with Queen Ramonda so we can keep the allies in play here. But yeah, that was a nice Wakandan thematic game here versus Klaw. All the Wakandans teaming up and we were able to take Klaw down. I hope you guys all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.